Neymar is now an Al Hilal player, and that move actually shocked most of us. What was less shocking, though, was his decision to leave PSG this summer. The Brazilian winger had made it clear that he wanted out, so Al Hilal just swooped in and provided a quick solution for both Neymar and PSG. Here are the real reasons Neymar joined Al Hilal. Now, you might argue that Neymar joined Al Hilal because of the insane financial benefits he'd get. Neymar will now be earning some really ridiculous sums as an Al Hilal player, but the other perks he'll enjoy are even crazier. If you want to find out about all of that, check out this video. Anyway, while that might be the reason Neymar chose Al Hilal as his destination, it doesn't answer the question why he wanted to leave PSG in the first place. Well, if you really want to find out why, you've come to the right place. When Neymar left Barcelona in 2017, it was said that he made that decision in order to get out of the shadow of Lionel Messi. He moved to PSG for a crazy sum, was given the number 10 shirt, and he thought he had finally found a ship where he'd be captain for a long, long time. But that same summer, an 18-year-old Paris-born Kylian Mbappe also joined, and he didn't look like a threat at first, but he very quickly turned out to be one. One very big threat. Mbappe being so good, so direct, and so effective made him grow in popularity among the fans pretty quickly. But the fact that he was one of them, having been born in Paris, quickly put him above Neymar and every other player in the hearts of the fans. He was not just a star, he was their star. But at first, Neymar and Mbappe had a pretty interesting romance story, but that soon changed.
Feeds the pass through.
Neymar's incessant injuries didn't help his case at all. He would often pick up injuries at the midway point of the season, and each time, PSG would not be able to make it far in the Champions League without him. This started to make the PSG fans tag him as a bad investment. They turned him into a villain and would blame him for everything that went bad with the club. This happened season after season. Well, except the 2019-20 season, where his heroics helped PSG reach their first ever UEFA Champions League final. But the following year, it was straight back to status quo. Messi then joined in 2021, and it didn't take long for him to be turned into a villain alongside his very good friend Neymar. On the other hand, Mbappe was always immune to criticism. He was the hero. Neymar and Messi were the villains, the bad investments. Perhaps it was stuff like this from the fans that started to affect the relationship between Mbappe and Neymar. From best friends, Neymar and Mbappe started to turn into enemies. We saw them fight over a penalty kick on the pitch, and rumors say that it even got physical in the dressing room after the game. There were rumors that Mbappe had made a list of players that had to be kicked out if he was going to remain at the club, and Neymar's name was top of that list. A few outlets tweeted these rumors, and those tweets were liked by Neymar. So, from being mere rumors, we all started to feel like there was perhaps some truth to it. So yes, they played together and celebrated goals together, but it was very obvious that the relationship between the two attackers had deteriorated and there was no way back. So, Neymar started to look for a way out. At this point, it was obvious he didn't really like it in Paris anymore, but he was able to get through it because he had his best friend right there with him. Lionel Messi made everything better. But then, the PSG fans turned the heat up on the two best friends. They asked for Messi and Neymar to leave the club, and even protested outside the Brazilians' home. At this point, they had taken things too far, and you could just see that both Messi and Neymar had mentally checked out.
Superbe la feinte pour alerter maintenant Kylian Mbappé.
Luckily for Messi, he only signed a 2-year deal with the club when he joined in 2021, so the moment his contract expired, he was out. And, like I said, Messi's presence was what helped Neymar get through the bad days at PSG. So, with him gone, the former Santos kid knew that he had to find a way out too. If not, it'd be hell for him. But things were a little complicated for him because he still had a contract with the club. 2 more years in that contract. His first choice was reportedly to return to Barcelona, but the Blaugrana's financial situation made it so complicated. They could not buy him for the amount PSG wanted, and they certainly could not pay Neymar's huge wages. So, that put a little question mark over Neymar's departure this summer at the time. With Barcelona unable to buy him, would he then see out his contract with PSG and then leave for free in 2 years?
We can confirm this evening that Neymar has asked to leave PSG.
No way! Neymar insisted he had to leave this summer. He had been at the club for 6 years and had only felt love from the fans twice, when he first came and when he took them to the Champions League final. And as the years went by, the fans just kept turning the heat up with the vitriol. He wasn't ready to deal with that for another 2 years, so he wanted out right now. And it would have been a different case if all this was only coming from the fans. But the broken relationship with Mbappe probably also contributed to his decision to leave this summer. After much back and forth, it finally looked like Mbappe would be staying for at least another year, so Neymar just had to leave. Now, whether Neymar decided to leave on his own, or that was Mbappe's condition to the club for him to stay another season, I don't know. I just know that most likely had something to do with Neymar's exit. Neymar could not catch a break from the fans, and could not even catch a break in the dressing room. That was just an incredibly toxic environment. And it's probably not a coincidence that one of the happiest versions of Neymar we have seen in recent times was when Mbappe was suspended from the first team, and the Brazilian was creating a bond with new kid Kang-in Lee. At that point, it looked like all was well with the world, and Neymar could maybe survive another season or 2 under his former boss, with whom he dominated Europe in 2015. But the moment Mbappe got reinstated, Neymar got sold. That right there is very telling.
And then just 2 minutes later, this. Neymar breaking the deadlock.
These games, here's Neymar into Mbappe. He always had too many options.
So, if you ask me the real reasons Neymar left PSG, and you want me to be as simplistic as possible, I'd say Messi, Mbappe, and the PSG fans. Are there more reasons you think the Brazilian left Paris? Let me know in the comments. Also, feel free to share with me your general thoughts on Neymar's move to Al Hilal. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel while you're at it.